Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Mailsime, the show where you guys can ask me for advice using the email on screen, and I'll make sure to answer some every Sunday. I'm Quinn, but you can call me Quinn, and let's get straight into the first email.
I want to make games. I'm working on some right now. It's going nicely. I want to develop my masterpiece for like a ton of time and include like 40 layers of ARG style puzzle in it while working on smaller games and making money elsewhere on the side. I'm currently in high school, so this is just a plan. The problem is, it's hard to do playtesting for such a large project if I want to make it in the background in order to keep the lore and puzzles all secret. And also, it might be a bad plan for managing that project or for life in general. I genuinely don't really know. I want a super deep lore game, and this is my current plan to get there. I just don't know if it's the best way. What do you think?
I can tell that you have a genuine passion for this, which is great. I think everyone benefits from having a passion for something. A lot of young people think that passion should be love, but in reality, it could be anything, actually. For me, it's making videos, and that's working out for me, I think. I think this makes me happy, which is in the end always the goal of something. There's this image of this circle. Do it now, you can perfect it later. And that really changed my perspective on things, because it seems like you're aiming big, really big. And you know, in Mario, doesn't matter how good you are in Mario, you still have to start at level 1 before you like defeat Bowser. Your first level can't be defeating Bowser, because like, what's the fun in defeating Bowser? The journey is also really important. I think you should just don't aim to be perfect right away. I tried doing that, and looking back at my older videos, I'll pull something up real quick so you guys can see how my oldest video sounded and looked like. Yeah, that's not like amazing quality, is it? I'm still here, and you can slowly see me become better in editing if you scroll through all my videos. And I think it's really important to slowly become better at something and learn instead of wanting to be perfect right away. That will not make you happy, man. Trust me, it will not make you happy. Wanting to be perfect makes no one happy. So yeah, keep that enthusiasm, keep that love for what you want to do. And also, talking about game development, Toby Fox, the creator of Undertale and Deltarune. Deltarune is his masterpiece, his magnum opus, he says, but he needed something to make something first to get like the groundwork of it out there, and that is Undertale, and that is one of the most beloved games ever. So like, even one of the biggest game developers ever started with just getting something on paper, basically. Well, in this case, getting something on the computer. But yeah, don't aim to be perfect right away. Just make something now, you can perfect it later. And when you're a little older and have more time, like, you can slowly start working towards that magnum opus. I hope that helped. Next email.
I've been made aware of your needing for content, and I was deeply intrigued by what you have posted. I do not want to mention a name, but call me Rika. I watch your videos every once in a while. They are definitely entertaining and relatable. Now, for my questions. 1. In a few of your videos, you have mentioned some sad stuff about yourself. If that is the case, then I wanted to ask if you have imposter syndrome or any other disease that affects the mentals of your human brain.
I don't think you mean disease. I think you mean like disorders. I think disease is something a little different than that. But no, I basically just have ADHD, and that's really it. Yeah, well, I used to have depression. I've never been undiagnosed with depression, really. I basically just started taking meds for it, and now I'm slowly stopping taking meds after taking it for like 2 years. Over 2 years, actually. Like almost 3 years. Jeez. But yeah, I'm doing way better than I used to. If you go back to like some of my older shorts, sometimes you can hear a slight like sad emotion in my voice. Almost like it's hard for me to sound happy and excited about something. And that is because I was genuinely like really depressed and could not smile for the life of me.
2. What is your favorite music type and artist? Mine is Radiohead, LSG, and lots of other songs I adore.
Honestly, I'm a bit embarrassed about my music taste. I basically only listen to music in the gym, which means 90% of my Spotify Wrapped have like stuff like this at the top. But other than that, when I'm being like a normal human being, I love listening to Charlie XCX and Lady Gaga. And they're both basically sharing a #1 spot. My mom used to love Lady Gaga, and we used to have all these CDs in the car when I was younger, and we always used to listen to Lady Gaga. And that's probably also why Telephone is like one of my most listened songs of all time. And she just makes me happy. Listening to Charlie XCX and Lady Gaga are like, they make songs that when you listen to them, you cannot be sad when listening to Lady Gaga. Let's be real. Which, like, I think it's an important thing that young people these days should listen to more happy music instead of constantly being like, I don't feel so good. How could I be happy? Let me put on my extremely depressing music. Like, how the f is that gonna help you? I mean, I did the same when I was you guys' age, but yeah. Conclusion, listen to some happier music.
3. Have you had any mother, father, or sibling issues in your past? Sorry if this may be too personal, but I do have one of them.
Ooh, well, yeah, do I say this? Nah, I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really see, I used to have a mom and a dad, as like most people do. Biologically, everyone does. But I get that people have gay parents, but everyone biologically has a man, woman, baby Coherent sentences are hard, okay? Basically, me, my mom, my dad lived together. Then I got a little sister when I was 2 years old. And like a couple of years later, my mom and dad divorced. But that's like not important or special anymore. Like, isn't it like 50% of people divorce or something? Like it keeps getting higher. It's really sad actually. But yeah, they divorced. The weeks got split in two, and it was like the first part of the week I was at my dad's, second part of the week I was at my mom's. Then the weekends I used to be one weekend at mom's, one weekend at dad's. I used to hate it at my dad's place. He wasn't like a terrible person. He was just a bit of a dick. And he was a bit of a simp for his new girlfriend. I didn't like that because she was actually like Disney stepmom type shit. Looked like a witch as well. Okay, that's mean. It's true though, but but she was like evil stepmom from a Disney movie, and I was the pretty princess, of course. But yeah, after a while, when I was like 17, a certain thing happened in 2020, and I was already going to my dad less and less because he was working more and more. And eventually, I just stayed at my mom, and like we had to stay inside, and I was like, I'm gonna stay at mom's for this, and I basically never came back. I basically left for milk. Like a lot of people always say, like, haha, your dad left to get milk and never came back. No. I got the milk, motherfucker. He did not leave me. I left him. I'm the big boy in this house. But yeah, basically since then I've lived at my mom's ever since, and I'm happy. I don't really look back at it. That doesn't really make me sad or anything. Like I have my two sisters and my mom, and that makes me happy enough. And I have my friends, of course. And having a great connection with my dad doesn't really bother me, honestly.
Those were my questions. Good day to you, and good luck to your chosen career and future. Your dearest, Tomatenspitze. Tomatenspitze? Tomato sharpener. Okay.
Why do I have German viewers? What are all these German viewers doing here? Anyways, next email. Also, why did you call me Dear Mr. Crime Scene in the oh my god. The impacts my friend group has made on my name on the internet should be studied. Next email.
Hi Quincy, I've been watching your videos for a long time, and I have a few questions for you.
Well, that's what this show is about, so let's hear it.
One that's not that important or serious, but one that is kinda serious. Okay, the one that isn't serious is, what's your favorite mushroom? It's just something I try my best to learn about all the YouTubers or streamers I watch. It's something that makes people feel more real. I don't know why, but the more serious question is, have you ever had to leave a friendship? Have you ever felt guilty about it? Listen, I'm a teenager, and well, I sort of dropped a childhood friend of mine because she wasn't a very good person. She was manipulative, denied that my identity and sexuality was valid, and was sometimes physically violent. Because of her, for the last 8 years of my life, I've had a total of 2 friends including her, but I still feel bad over it. She has no one now, and people actively bully her in school. I guess I just wanted to know if you had any advice about it. Have a nice day.
Okay, answering the first question. Mushrooms. I don't know anything about mushrooms. Let's look up mushrooms. Mushrooms. Types of mushrooms. Okay. Cool mushroom types. Ooh, there's these blue ones. Ooh, these are creepy looking. Oh, I don't like they're like oh, these are cool. Okay, I like these. No, I like these ones. They have pink mushrooms. Oh my god, I didn't even think that. Pink mushrooms. Oh my god. Okay. I love these. These are great. The wrinkled peach mushroom. Rhodotus palmatus. I like that one. Oh, this one's also really pretty. No, these are fake, right? Ceramic mushrooms. Yeah, these are fake. Oh, they like these. These are cool. And they have a little sap. That's cool. These also look cool. Oh, these are miniatures. God damn it. Why are all the mushrooms I like fake? Yeah, but I like these. These are my favorite mushroom now. Anyways, back to the actual email. The next question was about having to ever drop friends. Well, yeah, I did. Actually, a big part of how I got where I am. I used to have these 2 friends at my old school. They were in a relationship together, like a boy and a girl. And I became closer and closer with them. And then the girl and I both like Pokemon cards. So we both went. Those 2 were always together to a point where some people would call it unhealthy. I don't know. I don't really judge them for it. But the girl, I had never talked to the girl without the boy there, and she seemed cool, and she was a bit shy, and like I just wanted to hang out with her one-on-one because I would like that. Like hanging out with someone one-on-one is sometimes really relaxing, you know. And we both like Pokemon cards, so we went to see Pokemon cards. And after we hung out one-on-one for the first time, the boy became somewhat mean to me, and some other like stuff happened where we like said on a school excursion we would hang out together, and I didn't really hang out with them a lot because I took out someone on a date on the excursion, which like, okay, some would say that's kind of a move, but shit happens. But he never really became nice to me after that anymore, and I try to fix things and be like, hey, how can we resolve this? And I feel like something's up, and like, can we talk? But he just kept being mean, and because he was basically glued to her, I couldn't stay friends with her without also staying friends with him, so I had to leave both. And she's still in my mind sometimes. I hope she's okay. I genuinely hope she's doing good. And you're probably thinking, oh, but you were in school together. How did you randomly leave? I legit just changed schools. I was thinking of changing schools for a while. And I was like, no, I shouldn't. I have friends here. I love my friends. And I was like, oh, I don't have that anymore. I'll just leave. I never told them. I just straight up disappeared. Yeah, but I hope she's okay. I hope they're both okay, but the guy ended up being a twat to me. So I hope he's okay a bit less. But yeah, what you were saying about your friend, honestly, she sounds mean, and you sound like a good person for still caring about her even though she was mean. I learned this online when I had a bad breakup. Someone online said, your life is like this box, this cube, and everyone you know and everything that happens, like your school, your job, your family, everyone is in this box. And the moment someone leaves your life, they are not like on the other side of the box from you. No, they are just straight up outside of that box. And if they aren't in your box anymore, then let it go. They're not in your life anymore. Just because you used to care about someone a lot does not mean you have to take care of them for the rest of your life. And I know you probably feel like this obligation to care about her and take care of her, and feel bad for her when people bully her. But she's on her own now. You two both she made her choice to be mean. You made your choice to leave her, which is totally fair. So yeah, I think you did the right thing. If you take care of yourself, she will have to take care of herself. And who knows, maybe one day she'll become a great person and you guys will make up, but maybe you won't, which is also fine. Just try and live your own life and try not to think too much about others' lives. Anyways, next email.
Hello Quincy, I need advice for a question I have. How do you deal with not having any friends and sometimes feeling lonely because of it? Like, I feel like I'm wasting my teenage years sometimes. P.S. I like watching shorts and you're cool. Sincerely, Rex.
Well, thank you, Rex. And about the question, I really do understand what you feel. I wasn't really popular or had any friends growing up other than the two people I just mentioned. I met these two people when I was like 19, was friends with them till I was like 20, and then I left them. So yeah, I also hadn't been to a concert or like a party until like 2 months ago or something, and I'm 21 years old. You're probably way younger than me, or like at least a little younger than me. I don't think you're older than me, but I'm really happy. I've been to my first concert at 21 years old, and I'm still happy. I think we grossly underestimate how long life is and how such a long time youth actually is. You will probably feel like your youth is over soon and that you need to hurry. But hurrying will just make you sad and make you feel stressed. Just relax, just live life. And about not having friends, feeling lonely, try and I know this will sound like I don't care, but try and pick up a hobby. Like try and you don't have people around you to pour all your love and attention into. So find something that you can pour all your love and attention into. And it doesn't have to be people. Like what I did was I was extremely lonely, had no friends, no relationship, nothing. I had no one to talk to. I started making YouTube videos, and that helped me so much. And it doesn't have to be YouTube videos. You just need to find a passion, something you're passionate about, like making music, making art, something. Pour your soul into something. And when you do that, and when you become good at something, and when people see that passion, like humans cling on to that passion. They love that. They're so attracted to passion, to passionate people. Like you will find your people. When you're young, you're gonna like, you have middle school, high school, like college. You will change schools, classes, everything. You will meet new people. All the friends I have are people I would never thought I would ever meet because I never thought I would change schools or whatever. But I've made friends here and there all over the place. And each and every one of them I did not see coming. So maybe tomorrow you'll meet your lifelong best friend. And you don't even know it. Isn't that's so exciting, isn't it? Like every day you're going to step closer to meeting the person who you will call your best friend. And you don't even know it. Every day is like a Pokemon card pack opening, but with friendship. Anyways, I hope that helped a little. And for the final email.
Hello Quinn, my name is Dan. I'm 17 years old and I live in Eastern Europe.
Oh, he's already cooked, chat. He lives in Eastern Europe. He's cooked. He's genuinely cooked. Like, this has to be about having depression, because every time I hear someone from Eastern Europe say something, it's always the most insane shit I have ever heard, and like insanely depressing. But anyways, I'll keep reading.
My question is a bit less positive than others.
I mean, most of the questions are not that positive. If it was positive, people wouldn't need advice for it, would they?
I feel like I want to ask someone I look up to.
Oh, that's really nice.
How do I make decisions for myself and not others? I've always had this problem of not necessarily caring for my well-being or consequences of my actions. emotions, but I always feel strong emotions whenever it includes other people, no matter if it affects them positively or negatively. I'm also currently seeing if I have any mental health problems by going to a psychiatrist. If you have any recommendations or straight up answer, I'll be more than grateful and appreciative.
I've had talks with a psychiatrist about this exact thing, basically. When I was 17 myself, I asked this exact question, but to a psychiatrist instead of a content creator. But she basically told me that I care a lot about others, but in perspective, I care 60% about others and 40% about myself. And there should be more of a balance in there. If not even caring more about yourself than others. Because you are the main focus of your own life. The thing is, you're probably gonna feel selfish every time you do something for yourself, and you're gonna feel like you're being a bad person. The thing is, just gonna have to go through that. Eventually, you'll get used to it, and you will feel like, oh, I'm actually doing something for myself, which is not bad for others, but like, I should do more good for myself just because that is how life works. This will sound weird, but you're gonna feel like you're being a bad person when you choose yourself over others sometimes. And instead of then thinking, oh, this is what a bad person does, I will not do it. Do it. If you're not harming anyone, sometimes you just need to choose yourself. And it will feel selfish, yes, but it is what you need to do to train that feeling of, okay, when do I choose myself? When do I choose others? Because it's your life. In the end, you care about your happiness, other people care about their happiness. It doesn't make you a villain putting yourself first. You are as important as the people around you are. Their happiness is not worth any more than your own. And I think it's important that you respect yourself. I think if you slowly grow your self-respect and self-love, you will see your own worth. And once you see your own worth, you'll be able to weigh the scales better of, hey, when do I put attention into my friend? When do I put attention into myself? When we share a cookie and I break it in half, do I give the bigger piece to myself or to them? Like, you'll be able to weigh that better. Because now, you'll just go on autopilot and give the bigger part to the other person, because that's just what you do. But you gotta realize your friend maybe already has had 10 cookies and you haven't had any. So maybe it is fair to give yourself that slightly bigger piece. And they'll be a bitch about it. It's like, I wanted a bigger piece. Shut the f up, you already had 10 cookies. Anyways, I hope that answered your question. And also, going to a psychiatrist is great. Like, I encourage everyone that feels like they could use some mental help to go seek a psychiatrist, because it genuinely helps. But in the end, you gotta do it yourself. Like, a psychiatrist can help you. Like, when you go to the doctor and you have a broken leg, they can put, like, a cast around it, but your body has to heal it itself. The doctor cannot, like, magically heal the bone. Like, your body has to do that. Same goes with mental health, not just physical. Like, the psychiatrist can basically put a cast around your brain, but you still have to heal it. Which, I hated to have to hear that from my psychiatrist, because I was like, no, I just give me, like, antidepressants that fix everything. But that's not how it works. You gotta slowly learn to love yourself and be happy and find a passion and work hard at it and get fulfillment out of that. That's basically my advice. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the second episode of this. Make sure to send an email if you have any questions, and I'm gonna try and post this every Sunday. Not at a specific timing, but I'll try and do it every Sunday. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment if you want to. Be nice to each other in the comments. Have a little chat with viewers about the advice I gave in the comments if you want to. And see you guys next week. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye.